Hi everyone, my name's Junkie, and today we're back on the kind of reviews series we've got going. So today was a little bit different. Someone sent me an email. I do believe someone sent me something before this one, but I can't remember where he'd sent me. It wasn't on email, it wasn't on forums, so it was somewhere else, and I've overlooked it and it's gone somewhere else, and I don't know where it's gone effectively. But today we're playing a Pong remake. Very old game, been remade into, you could say, new, modern, I guess, almost. But yeah, that's what it is. It comes as an installer, which isn't great for putting it on the forums and stuff. I don't know if it is on the forums or not, or whether it's just you send it to me just to have a look at. I don't know what, but personally, and for most other people, I prefer to be on a standalone. It works much better that way. I do understand you've got mobile ads on a non-advertised single-player game on PC. Who knows about that, but yeah. But let's play the game. So the game itself is quite small. It runs like this. It does have sound, but we're not going to listen to it because it's kind of just Pong. A bit of sound here, a bit of music, but then later on it is just bouncing off noises, and it's a bit repetitive. You get the choice of point and exit. The exit does work, it's always fun. Which you can play short 3 points games. You got 4 options. Easy is stupid. You can just about outplay them on the first hit. Almost. It's really quite easy. There isn't much skill as soon as you start whacking it around, as he says as he loses. I'm not actually sure what changes between levels. I guess it's the responsiveness. Yeah, it's a bit jittery, as you can see there. Yeah, so that is a problem with the easy one, is you can just win without even moving, based on where it lands. So like that one. It is, even the easy still does pose a little bit of a challenge, because if you just hit it back and forth like this, it builds up speed over time, which eventually will accumulate and it will be harder for you. But realistically, easy is quite easy. It fits the name. Medium, I'm yet to play medium actually. Medium was the one I didn't play, so let's see. Oh, that was just me being bad there. I presume medium will be much more playable than hard and extreme, because they were very unplayable realistically. Yeah, let's just give it a go. So you can see it picks up speed now. That's good, because it means the games don't go on forever and ever and ever. That was me being bad again. They don't go on for years, which is good. In a way, I don't like the controls, just briefly, because I feel like I have quite a little limited control over where this pad goes, and that I'm constantly looking up there, and you see I quite frequently miss it, either because of the sensitivity or just because of the controls. I think possibly, I mean, it does get very quick. I think is partly the problem. Like, yeah, it gets extreme. But anyway, if that's a medium, right? So let's try the extreme. Extreme, you don't actually see any difference, apart from the fact that the bot never seems to miss a shot. Like, it seems to be, well, okay, that was just me. But the bot itself never seems to miss a shot. I also do find though that on the harder modes, it starts off really slow. There isn't much to do. It does tend to just be a back and forth hit, like I'll show you here. You do just tend to hit it back and forth, because the bot always hits it in the middle in this case, because it's the extreme bot. So it's always accurate, you see? Which in a way means that it's not as fun. Yeah, it gets ridiculously fast though. let's say 21 points on extreme. Let's see if we can even just get one single point on extreme. Otherwise, it might be a bit pointless. It might be a bit redundant because no one is going to play on extreme otherwise. I guess whilst we're doing this, I'll talk through remakes and what remakes are and how to make a good remake, I guess, because this is what I kind of refer to as being a stereotypical remake, in that it is a remake. It remakes the project pretty much identical, if like the extra title screen and that's about it, to the real thing. But unfortunately, the real thing was made, maybe even like 50 years ago or so. Okay, I did actually get a point there. It made a long time ago for Pong. It was the very first game made realistically, video game. Anyway, so to remake that game in the same way, effectively, is just making an old game. It's no, there's not much attraction involved in it. So what I think people should do when they make remakes and they do these things is start off with this, which is fair enough. They start off with a base, but then make something different, change something up a bit, add some power-ups perhaps, anything to add an extra element that puts a more modern version of the old game. That I think that's what a remake should, in theory, do. Now, the person who sent me this, they did in fact send me 2 games, but we're only playing Pong, so I don't know. The other game might be a completely new and innovative idea, and it might be brilliant. But we'll either have to save it for another video, or we'll leave it. I don't know. We'll have to see. But about the remakes, realistically, we need something extra. So I'm thinking power-ups for Pong, possibly levels as well. You know, the increasing difficulty and increasing power-ups and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But it needs to have something else. It can't just be hitting back and forth the ball, because it's fun for maybe 5 minutes trying to get a point on extreme. You know, that's all that people are going to do. No one's going to play it on easy, because it's not fun. They might play it on extreme just for the fun of trying to beat it, or just do that. But you know, it's one of those things where really it needs to have something extra, especially if the graphics are just going to involve black and white, which again fits with the theme. But when you're making a remake, you should either have one of the 2 things. You should have new graphics, in which case it's technically a remastered version, or it should have new features, which is a remake. But yeah, you know, you can technically interchange the 2 terms. I'm not bothered about that. But it needs something extra, basically. So extreme is not impossible, as we proved. We've got 2 points. You could have kept going like that. You could have insane reactions and managed to whack them all the time. But I think for most scenarios, extreme is, well, I mean, as it says, it's extreme. That's fair enough. Yep, there's no save or anything, so if you do accidentally press escape, it does lose your game, which isn't brilliant if you're playing a massive 21 game. You could also have multiplayer, but that would be interesting. You could do it over the internet, that would work, but you can't actually do it on one machine. That wouldn't work, unfortunately. So yeah, that's my thing. Possibly the thing you've got there at the moment is perfect as is. You know, there's nothing extra to change with it or anything. But we need something extra to add to it to make it a unique game, to make it an actual remake instead of just I've coded it exactly the same as the old one. That's what needs to happen, really. But yeah, that was my review of Pong X, I guess it's called. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, or whatever you guys want to do, and I'll talk to you in the next one.